Bolivia has more than its fair share of natural wonders to attract tourists, from the world's highest navigable lake to a salt flat which can be seen from space. But it is also one of the poorer countries in Latin America, and rarely do you hear of anyone visiting the country for its food, that is until now. America's Now contributing correspondent Dan Collyns brings us to La Paz, a place that could end up on a culinary map.
Avant-garde design, an impressive-looking bar and a modern windowed kitchen where you can see the food being prepared from your table. This trendy restaurant could be in London, New York or Tokyo. If you didn't already know, here's betting you wouldn't place it in Bolivia's de facto capital, La Paz. One of the highest cities in the world, in South America's poorest nation, La Paz has much to offer, but its cuisine has never been a tourist attraction. For Klaus Meyer, the co-founder of Copenhagen-based Noma, voted 3 times the best restaurant in the world, that was a challenge.
I believe in the power of food to change things. I think it is beyond doubt that if you succeed in unfolding the true potential of Bolivian produce, then you have a weapon, an instrument to change the destiny of the Bolivian people. You can create jobs, you can combat unemployment, you can have a huge impact on tourism and food exports.
This is haute cuisine and social entrepreneurship in one. A model which has proved hugely successful in neighbouring Peru, where the tourism and restaurant sector now accounts for 4% of the country's gross domestic product. And it's a unique opportunity to be part of what could be a gastronomic revolution.
Me he dado cuenta que en nuestro país hay varias cosas que no valoramos. En Perú no había visto esas cosas. Aquí hay sabores, colores vivos, productos mejores. Veo que va a haber mucho futuro para muchos. Ahora se está dando que todos quieren estudiar gastronomía, incluso aquí están rogando por entrar. Sí, voy a seguir aquí. Quiero hacer crecer esto porque ellos son los que me han inspirado y me han hecho ser alguien.
Hunting for ingredients as varied and exotic as Bolivia's geography also has been a huge challenge for its head chefs. Venezuelan Michelangelo Cestari says now is Bolivia's time to shine.
You have a superpower called Brazil, you have Peru next to it that is a superpower gastronomic, and you have in the middle this romantic mountain area with amazing ingredients.
On the menu, cured trout canapes, chicken hearts coated in quinoa, and this, a Bolivian fruit called the pacay, in which the beans are surrounded by a soft candy floss pulp. Replacing the beans with chocolate makes for a delicious dessert. There's also world-class wine from Bolivia's east and exotic new cocktails with fruits you've never heard of. But in this poor nation, positioning the restaurant has been a dilemma, admits head chef Camila Seidler.
Of course, not everybody's able to come here, but we hit a balance just under the most expensive restaurants here. We still have to remember it's a social project, so every time you come here to Gusto, the bill you pay goes directly to other social projects. Where for other restaurants, it's strictly business.
Bolivian cuisine has been a victim of the country's own cultural prejudices. People wealthy enough to eat in top restaurants were likely to turn their noses up at indigenous food. At high society events like this in Bolivia, the food on the menu is always European. Here at the launch of Gusto, the food is 100% Bolivian. It's part of the ethos of the restaurant to use local food eaten by ordinary people to make high-end cuisine. As Bolivia's economy grows at an average of 5% per year, so too does the country's middle class. And they may be about to discover that one of their country's best-kept secrets is its food.
Our thanks to Dan Collyns for that report.